is actually around the corner. I believe it's going to be June 10th to the 15th or so. And, like every year, E3 tends to be pushed as a big deal, for gaming news, announcements, things like that. And obviously, there's going to be a presence from the big three, as well as other companies as well for, manufacturers, publishers, developers. So, maybe let's break down into the big three. We'll start off with Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox.
Cool.
Or Microsoft, and kind of, go into what we hope to see and maybe what we'll look forward to. Maybe we'll start off with Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't really have a huge physical presence. They do a lot of the live streaming during E3. So, especially with the Switch being important, big focus for them right now. Is there anything you're anticipating? Hoping to see?
I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping to see more in general. I still haven't bought a Switch, so if there's anything that if there seems to be a lot of games that are announced or aspects of existing announced games that are released that will make me push towards the Switch, I'd be happy. But
so you're just looking at more stuff in general.
Yeah, just more stuff from Nintendo. I love Nintendo, but there's not a whole lot for the Switch right now. Not enough to make me want to buy one, to make me hunt one down.
Yeah, I still have to buy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah. I mean, that looks good, but it's essentially the old Mario Kart. Do you think they're going to announce any sort of Smash?
I think they'll do I think they'll probably do Smash, like the Wii U version. Kind of like what they did with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
It's a little disappointing, but it makes sense when you've poured so much work into something that's only a couple years old at this point.
Yeah, and then they'll probably all the DLC will be on there and everything like that. And maybe they'll have a couple of extra stuff out as well. We'll see. I think some people also want to see, we mentioned before, a Smash Melee HD update, because that would be great for the Melee community.
I wonder if they're going to come out with anything to be able to use GameCube controller, because that's still a big thing for the Smash community.
When you do that, hopefully maybe they'll come out with a Bluetooth or wireless GameCube controller. That would be smart.
Wavebird 2.0.
Yeah, without the dongle.
Without the dongle? If they just did a Pro controller that was a GameCube controller, that'd be pretty cool. Now, I love the new Pro controllers. I think those are really cool, actually, but one that's a hefty GameCube controller would be cool.
Yeah, you never know. They could announce something like that. And as a Melee HD would be good. I'm sure they'll do more on Mario Odyssey. Probably get to see a little bit more on that.
Yeah, Grand Theft Mario.
It
looked like I was watching a modded version of GTA 5 when I saw the trailer.
That's just one level for it, though. It's the city.
Yeah.
There's other levels, but yeah, it kind of looks going back to Mario 64-esque.
Yeah. I really love Super Mario Sunshine, and I'm hoping that it has some aspects of that with mini games and stuff. I really don't know too much about Odyssey though.
Yeah, well, I think we'll get more information from hopefully this E3. I would love. I don't know. Might be too early. Maybe they will. Maybe not. Maybe they want to get more. Work on their manufacturing to get more Switches. But a Pokemon game for the Switch would be a really cool announcement.
Yeah.
I would personally like to see that, because it's a perfect opportunity with this handheld hybrid console system to put out a Pokemon game. And I'd love to just be able to sit on my couch and play Pokemon and not have to have a Game Boy or on the go on a small screen.
It'd be great for them to cash in on the increased popularity. Just to, there was a couple new Pokemon games that came out for the handhelds, and then Pokemon Go is still pretty big for a lot of people, and if they cash in on that sooner rather than later, it'd be really great.
Oh yeah, no, it would be huge for them, and I think that would be
not just from the business side. I still want to play a really cool.
Yeah, I want to sit on my couch and play Pokemon. I don't want to have a little handheld. I want that option to just sit down, play a Pokemon game.
It'd be cool to have an open world Pokemon game, kind of like Breath of the Wild, where you just Breath of the Wild except for your Ash, and you just walk around and
catch Pokemon.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Fight Team Rocket.
Yeah, well, a game where it would be cool if the battles were still kind of set up like the old turn-based, but like I don't know, it'd be super cool you're walking around and you see a fucking Charizard, like a big ass like in the game you're just like walking through grass and all of a sudden it switches to the other screen. But it'd be cool to actually spot some of those things walking around.
Yeah, no, it would be fun. I think that would be it would be a huge seller for them, and that would be a real big push for the Switch. Because I think this E3 could definitely be important for Switch Year 1.
Yeah.
And, obviously it's still selling out, but that's also because there's a limited amount out there. But once they're actually out on the shelves, you don't want them to be sitting on the shelves during the holiday seasons.
Oh.
That could be the push that really gets this Nintendo console, because Pokemon is huge. It spans generations now at this point,
And they're not going to sell Switches by releasing indie games that you can get on Steam and PlayStation 4 or Xbox. They're gonna sell Switches by having a Smash game and a Pokemon, like their own IPs.
Yeah, and they kind of have to, because with third-party support, you're not going to get the cool, like the HD, nice-looking Call of Duties. You're not going to get a lot of the Assassin's Creed games. Like, you can get those, but they're not like, I'm going to be like, well, I'd rather play it on my PlayStation. It's going to look beautiful. So get those first-party titles out there that are going to really push it.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of other companies, well, obviously Sony will be there. I'm actually not quite sure what Sony is going to do this year.
The PlayStation Pro.
The Pro.
The Pro.
The Pro. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe we'll see a focus on VR, maybe a bit. I'm thinking, especially with the PlayStation VR. I'm not sure exactly what games will be out for it, but I would like to see, not necessarily I would like to see, but I think that's what's going to be a push for Sony. Will probably be the VR stuff.
Yeah, they seem to be trying to push that a little bit more recently.
Yeah,
and especially since they have the Pro that can actually handle it a little bit better.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully Sony can keep it up with more first-party titles. I mean, what actually we'll probably see is probably an update to the new God of War. Did you see that trailer?
No.
I think it was last year. There's a new God of War coming out, and they showed some clips on it. But I don't think there's been too many updates in this year, so I'm sure we'll see more of the God of War game as well too.
That's an exclusive. That's exclusive.
It's an exclusive to them. Other than that, I'm not sure what else. I haven't really read up too much on what Sony might be doing this year, but hopefully, they're gonna have to definitely be cautious, because Microsoft, we'll see with the Scorpio.
I'm sure that this is going to something.
I think E3 is going to be the big push for the Scorpio, because they've been lagging behind Sony this whole entire console war generation, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully they'll be able to show off the capabilities of what the Scorpio can really do. And some people are saying, oh, it's going to be like PlayStation Pro. Some people are saying it's going to be better. And of course they're going to be focusing, I think, on the 4K aspects as well too, that Sony doesn't necessarily have. Even with their Pro, it's
it's just it's slightly behind, and I think that they're going to need every little push that they can to have an advantage, to say, hey, ours is better. Yeah,
we'll probably get all the specs. We'll get some actual demos to see what it looks like. Probably get a release date out of it too.
They should really push how compatible their Xbox One is with Windows 10, which is not something I really realized because I didn't have Windows 10. But
that's been a big push too.
It's great how similar those are. I didn't even realize that until I just got this laptop. And
what laptop? It's a Fire.
It's my first Windows 10 computer, because I was exclusively using 7 on my gaming computer, and the first thing it did was if you have an Xbox, you can hook it up like this, and you can access your Xbox home screen from your laptop while you're playing a game, so you don't have to switch back and forth. You just have your laptop with you, which is.
And I think they're going to be pushing streaming.
Yeah.
With the games and whatnot,
which is super cool.
For certain games, otherwise you're getting an extra bit of induced lag, but
Yeah.
But yeah, for like certain games like I don't know, Assassin's Creed, where I'm not anything that's not multiplayer,
Yeah.
it should be fine.
Yeah, which is something I can do with Steam, so it's cool that Xbox can do that too.
Yeah, so that'll be their big push. I don't know what the cat's doing.
It's the cat.
I'm gonna check on the cat. Hey! You like knocked my tile off.
Oh no! Just a quick cat check.
Sorry guys, cat check. Hate that cat. I didn't say that. It's not my cat, so. But yeah, this will be a big year. I mean, this will be a big E3 to get confidence in Microsoft's Xbox One and hopefully push sales for them, because really they've just been way behind in this console war, and it's their opportunity to catch up. So each one's kind of got their own thing they got to do. PlayStation's got to show why they're dominant. Nintendo's got to just prove that they're not going to be a flop, like kind of with the Wii U. And yeah, Microsoft's got to.
Are we getting a new Halo game? Did I hear something about that?
I don't know. Did you see anything about that?
The only thing I saw was that the guy who's been working with the Halo team for the past 10 years left recently.
Oh, really?
So the only thing in my mind is that you get some fresh blood in there, maybe do something a little bit different with the Halo series, which is what they did with
why not?
Halo Wars and stuff. But
this is definitely the time that Microsoft needs to shine.
Shake things up.
We're already mid to late, into this cycle.
Yeah, we're almost in the second quarter.
And with this Xbox Scorpio, if you're really gonna push it, you're probably gonna want to put out a Halo game. You're gonna want to put out Forza, Gears, like all the staples. They'll probably. I'm really curious if they're gonna if there's gonna be a way for them to currently upscale the games that they already have out, or if they're gonna come out with Gears of War 4K edition, things like that. So we'll see. Other than that, yeah, there's a couple of games I would like to see from some of the third-party developers. One that I haven't seen any news of that I really want to see news of is Resident Evil 2 Remake. That was announced a couple of years ago, but there hasn't really been anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because Resident Evil 7 took over for that. But Resident Evil 2 was regarded as one of the top Resident Evil games, and that originally came out for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
And there was the announcement that a remake was coming up, but nothing's really been said since then. So I would like to see that. Great survival horror game. If they do it like the Resident Evil 1 remake, when they did that, I'd be happy if it's along those lines. Probably. Oh yeah, I did see there was news. No Shenmue 3. Are you even aware of Shenmue? No idea. Shenmue was a game that was came out for the Dreamcast originally.
Okay.
Kind of open world-esque, story focused too, for sure. But they did. The first one was on Dreamcast, second one was on the Xbox, and then the third one was actually kickstarted 2 years ago. They actually did a live Kickstarter at E3 2 years ago. I'm like, we're gonna do it, start the Kickstarter, it's gonna start now, and then it got funded really fast.
That's dope.
But I haven't seen anything new and updates in a little while now. I mean, here periodically you'll see something, but I guess they're not going to be at E3 this year doing anything with that, which kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I want to see what's going on with that. And then lastly, I'd like to see Final Fantasy VII Remake news as well. That's been another game of interest to me because I was a huge Final Fantasy VII fan.
Yeah.
You probably never played it either?
I played 10. That was it. That's the only game I played.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just...
You should go back and play 7, but you should play 7 on the PC and get the mods for it.
These mods
because the mods update the
okay.
they make the sprites look better and everything.
Okay.
And
I get lightsabers and stuff. Force powers.
No, probably not. No, because it's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
So yeah. But there'll hopefully be updates on that because
that'll be cool.
They've just been sprinkling things here and there.
Yeah.
maybe we'll get a better idea of when it's going to come out or how far they are in development. But yeah, that's probably some of the things I'd like to see out of E3. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm looking for more on Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah,
I've talked enough about Battlefront 2, but I think that that'll probably be a big thing for EA to push.
Oh yeah, for sure.
While they're there.
Are they gonna have a VR X-wing mission in it? I
don't know if that's what it is or not, because they teased the X-wing last year for the PS4, maybe the Pro. I remember that. I don't know if it has anything to do with Battlefront or not, but it could have been something that they were working on, because I honestly feel like Battlefront was a test to get ready for Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Because Battlefront 2 just seems like such a better game than Battlefront already. Maybe they are going to add in some elements. I know that there's going to be a lot of space battle stuff with the new one, so
that would be a cool way to implement VR.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't know if I can play VR. I did try a little bit of it. And I didn't get dizzy, luckily, but we'll have to see.
The other game that I'm looking forward to, and I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan. The last Call of Duty I really, really enjoyed was Modern Warfare 2 on my 360. Just because the maps were so memorable on that one. But before that was World at War. It was the last really good World War II shooter.
That's what, they're going back to, right?
Yeah, they're going back to it. I forget what this one's called. But yeah, Call of Duty's moving back to it with a new developer too. So they switched developers. It's not.
Oh, they're not doing. Oh wait, that wasn't. Is that Battlefield I was thinking of? Who has DICE? That's
Battlefield is Battlefield. The new Call of Duty is a different developer, which is cool.
Don't both of them EA and Activision both have 2 developers that work on those games?
Yeah.
And then they cycle through so that they can get one out each year or something. I thought that's how they did that.
I think that's what they do. I'm not super familiar.
Treyarch? Was that one of them before?
Treyarch used to do... I think that they did the old World War II one. Either way, I was watching the new Infinite Warfare whatever, and it just doesn't look... I don't know. I thought I was watching a new Halo game. They were running on the walls, and they had weird colors on their uniform, and I'm just... I don't know. Modern Warfare was good because it was still present day. It was a war game. It was fun. You could be a sniper. But I really if I want a space game, I'd rather just play Halo or Star Wars. I don't want this weird Call of Duty version of. And that's just me being super super picky.
Yeah, I mean both of them, both Battlefield and Call of Duty, are going back to the past now. I mean Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
I don't like
which I didn't play.
But it seems people liked it. It seems like it was well received.
Yeah. So it's just called Call of Duty World War II.
Okay.
WW2. And it's coming November 3rd for Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC. I don't see who the new developer is.
Well, that's interesting because then you play Battlefield 1, it's World War I setting, and then you jump over to Call of Duty, World War II setting.
Yeah. I guess it's Activision is still the publisher, and Activision is gonna wait. Activision is actively not leaking anything until E3, so I think we're probably gonna see a lot more about it at E3.
Cool.
Which is cool. It looks like a lot more fun, and I think that they're gonna bring back Nazi zombies, which is great.
Nazi zombies.
You remember that?
No, because I didn't play Call of Duty.
Oh, it was a big thing with me and my friends. We'd always play Nazi. It was this sub game in the old World at War.
Yeah, I think most of them still have a zombie mode of some sort.
Yeah, it's just that
come out.
Because it was a World War II game. They weren't just regular zombies; they were Nazi zombies.
Well, I think in the futuristic ones, then they have space,
something like that,
something or stuff.
I don't know, so I'm excited for that. I think that will be it. Those are the 2 games that I'm most looking forward to. Big major releases that I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah. So we'll see what happens at E3 2017.